Hey guys, hope everybody's having a fantastic day. Today I've got a fantastic value. The Remet Camel team, which is the name of this knife, reached out to me to see if I wanted to review one. I rarely review Remets, and this is one of their budget models, so I've heard good things about them. I've never experienced them. I said, what a better chance. So this is on Amazon. It's the Remet Camel Folding Pocket Knife, men, women, RT, green, whatever that means. Bang, I bet it's going to be green. It's Spyderco Paramilitary 2 to keep from ripping it up, because this will eventually be in one of my channel member giveaways. So, we've got basic packaging, a little box, cleaning cloth, little bag that the knife came in. Put this back up so I can pack it back up. Get that out of the way and see what we have here. Looks like we've got okay. Interesting knife. So far, I like it. You say, John, how can you possibly like it? You just opened it. Well, I thought it was a button lock or a standard plunge lock. So I opened it. And it is a variation of a liner lock. It is a button actuated liner lock. Actually, when we look at it together, we'll see if it looks a little different than some of the others we've seen. But this is basically a G2 handle, reversible clip, deep carry clip. It's got a flipper tab, which I just used, and let's see how the middle finger flip. I like that. For a budget knife, that is very good. Now, Remet calls this blade, this is a D2 coated blade, they call it a goat's hoof blade. And they describe a goat's hoof blade as kind of a blunted tip, but still sharp enough to open packaging, with a very close to flat, low belly protrusion type of blade. Great for push cuts, great for EDC use. This knife is designed to be an EDC knife, a basic, all-around, get it done cutter, right? Lightweight, that's why they use G10. You've got steel liners. Got a couple of different blade deployments with the finger flip, which you can either light switch or push button. Both of them fly out with really good detent. Or my favorite, middle finger flip. The hole is done very well. It's kind of a triangulated round hole, but you've got what I like is not a very rounded edge. This is pretty sharp in here. When I say sharp, an acute angle, think of it like when you can strike a ferro rod on a spine versus when you can't strike a ferro rod on a spine. I like that because it grabs my finger. But the liner lock, guys, let me get my... All right. Come with me, guys. I'm trying to look down the camera to see if y'all are getting to see what I'm trying to show. All right. There in the tang, you can see the blade steel D2. And if you look right down, not at the top, but about midway down, you can see where my button comes across right here. See it push that liner in? That liner runs about a 1/4 inch off of the spine, and then the liner engages and runs all the way down here. So instead of having a liner lock here, which you do, manual liner lock, you don't like the button, this liner right here is connected to that button right here. And that's not the very top of the liner, but so you've got a very beefy liner, guys. I did not realize until I just looked at that you've got a button liner lock, or you can just use your finger and use a liner lock. Guys, I'm not above getting extremely excited when I see something unique. Again, I've never experienced a Remet knife before today. This knife on Amazon right now is under $36. This knife is $35.99. That's right. I'm going to put a link in the description so you can go right to it. I'll make it one of my affiliate links. So if you choose to, you can go just use that link and it'll help the channel. This goat's hoof, as Remet calls it, the goat hoof blade from the factory is very sharp, very well sharpened. I'm going to find a negative on this knife. We're going to look at the sharpening choil and stuff like that here in a sec. And guys, I can tell you right now, spoiler alert, at $35, $36, when I'm cutting paper like this on a knife that has not only one of my favorite locking systems, but a variation of it where you can override it and use the traditional liner lock disengagement method, I can tell you this knife's a winner. Highly recommended by Javon. Do I know the HRC of the blade? No. Do I know how long the blade will cut? How much cardboard? No. Do I think that's a vital statistics to have when making a decision to spend $36 on a tool that will open cat food and break down Amazon packages with a cool deployment system and an even cooler lock system? No. I think this is a knockdown, no questions asked. If I'm looking for a $40 and below knife, this wins. You lose. I can't say that I've seen anything this innovative, for lack of a better term. And innovative is the wrong word. It's just they added a couple of features and put them together. For one, this could have been a straight blade knife that was just activated by flipper only. They chose to give you multiple methods of deployment. This could have been a simple liner lock, like 80% of the budget knives out there, or a bar lock, heaven forbid. Thank God they didn't do that, Remet. Thank you for not doing a bar lock. They could have not given you a reversible clip, but instead they give you a lock that's both a liner lock and one of the hottest locks to come out now, the button actuated liner lock, and it works very, very well. The G10 on this knife is good. It's got texture, but it's not too bitey. It's not going to rip your pockets to shreds. Let's see what this thing does going in and out of pocket. It is a deep carry, reversible clip. Rides very deep in the pocket. Looks very good. Do a couple of quick size comparisons. I think it's going to be a full-size knife because you got this generous finger choil. Sharpening's not going to be an issue because even though that plunge grind comes out a little bit, you've got all this area in the finger choil where you can get some clean sharpenings. Well done. Spyderco Paramilitary 2. Good bit shorter than the PM2, which makes me think it's going to be about the length of our bug out, maybe a little longer. About the size of our bug out. In length, now it's going to be a little thicker knife, both in blade stock that you're working with and in overall thickness. Not going to be night and day, but it's not meant to be an ultralight knife. It's meant to be a durable, harder use folding knife. Really good liner lock. I only do usually one spine whack. It locks up tight as a drum. I don't have any up and down, any side to side. Got D2 here on my tang. I don't know how well the D2's done, but I can only imagine that Kaiser and Concept and Civivi and all the budget companies that I've experienced have really upped the game on the D2s that they're offering. I've never experienced a Remet before. Remet may have always used good D2. This D2 could be a lot better than what we're used to. Or, like I say, it could be not the greatest metal in the world. I don't think that's the case. I think it operates fine, but you've got blade geometry here that is what leads to the cutting of a knife. This blade geometry is outstanding on this little goat's hoof design. And this knife is under $35. Guys, I'm going to get a weight for you, and then we're going to bow out. But thank you for watching. I say if you're looking for a budget knife that operates with a lot of flair, that has a top liner lock, that you can also operate as a standard liner lock, this knife for 35 bucks is a mad win. 3.90 ounces. So let's do a quick measurement, because I think we're only going to have a 3.5 inch blade, which is to me going to be perfect, even if it's under 3.5. Roughly 3.25. So it's a little longer than an inch per ounce, which is fine with me. You got 2 3/4 inch wide cutting area here. You got an overall length of right over 7 1/4 inches. And then you got a handle length 4 1/4 inches to the front finger choil right here. And if for some reason you want to stay in that back grip, which I don't think you do, you're at 3.5 inches back here. So maybe if you're doing some kind of pull cuts, you're working with 3.5 inches here, 4.5 here. Guys, this is the Camel by Remet Knives, one of their budget offerings. Thank you for Remet for letting me check this out. Thank all of you for watching. Special thank you to channel members for your support. I appreciate each and every one of you. If any of you are so inclined, please hit that subscribe button. Please hit that bell notification icon. Then, if you'd like, thumbs up, leave a comment, hit the hype button in the comment section. Any of those things really help. But most importantly, please look out for the guy or gal to your left. Please look out for the guy or gal to your right. Look out for each other. Go forward with love in your heart and choose debate, not hate. I love you all. Peace.